Sound like we're at a Reds game.
Why?
Because it's quiet. Welcome back to Bloody Brilliant Sports with Clutz and Das.
I'm going to leave that in for sure. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, very, very well. We obviously, well, maybe not obviously if you're new here, but we are the Bloody Brilliant Beers podcast. We started off reviewing craft beers on Facebook. Now we bring you the conversations you'd more than likely hear from the front bar of your local. We're at our local.
Which is the Caxton Hotel.
We're also sort of getting back to our roots this year and bringing the craft beer stuff back.
Yeah,
so stay tuned for that if you're interested in it. But before we go any further, we simply must
have our favourite beer.
Our absolute favourite thing to do in the whole of existence is to sit at the Caxton and jam some blokes down our throat.
Yeah, fucking right. So let's get into it.
Absolutely delightful stuff. We're drinking the mid-strength for our Thursday. Getting ready for the
Do love
weekend.
the midi. Do love the midi. It's a good hump day beer.
That's it. And talking of humps, sort of over the Christmas hump. Summer's nearly coming to an end, which sucks.
Yeah, it
I
does.
fucking love summer. But there's some good news.
Talk to me.
Bloke in a bar. Bloke.shop.
Oh.
50% off, 50-hour sale, end of summer sale. 1st of Feb, 6 p.m. Get 50% off everything.
That is outrageous.
It's value.
That is
T-shirts for
fucking
$25.
value. That is
50.
fucked.
That's fucked up.
What I find fucked about that is it's $25 for a brand new T-shirt.
Yeah,
like a
they haven't
never
been released yet.
one.
City bloke, country bloke. You've got one on. You can't see the back.
At the moment, I got the beach bloke, and it's sort of like Baywatch vibes.
Oh,
with
big
the
time.
writing.
Bit of gradient in their logo.
It's really
I love it.
good.
Sunset.
I'm a big fucking horny man for it.
Big horny beach boy.
Yeah, big horny beach boy.
So 50% off. Bloke.shop.
Yep.
1st of Feb, 6 p.m. Do not be late. It's a 50-hour sale. So I guess you can be 49 hours late, but no later than that.
If you're late,
There might be no stock.
I was going to say you can go running to your mummy, but you'll have to
Listen
tune into
to Monday's podcast to
Anyway,
understand
mate.
that. This is our sports podcast. We're not big X's and O's guys, so
No. There will be a couple of X's and O's because I do get a hard on for stats every now and then.
But if you're in here if you're listening along for in-depth analysis and play-by-play, wrong podcast.
Yeah,
Scroll
fuck
on.
no. That's it. There has been some fucking huge shit happening in sport this week, though. We're a couple of days late because, well, it comes out on a Thursday. But I think the biggest thing that's happened this week is the Wallabies have decided to sack Dave Rennie as coach.
Yeah.
And bring in Edward Jones,
Yeah.
Eddie, as his mates
Is this
call
the
him.
biggest comeback of all time?
I think it could be the biggest comeback of all time. I think initially I was like, I've been giving shit to England, I suppose, for sacking Eddie 6 months or whatever it was out from the Rugby World Cup.
Yep.
Less than a year out from the Rugby World Cup. We've just done the same thing, but even closer to the date. But we've brought in Eddie.
Yeah, but you're like paying out England for doing something.
Yeah.
And we've done something worse.
Yeah.
But then
But it'll lead to a better result for us. You know what I mean?
We're getting their sloppy seconds, I guess.
But, okay, here's the thing with Eddie, right?
Yeah.
Eddie has never really stayed in the same team for a long time.
Yeah.
I think the way he coaches, he's very much about the basics, and it's like my way or the highway.
Yeah,
and that
sure.
can rub people the wrong way.
Yeah.
Now, that could be the only issue I could see because, I don't know, we're going to see what the boys are made of.
Yeah.
I have faith in them. There's a few fellas I think will really step up and show their true colours, and I think it's going to be an exciting time for us. And as long as he's there for the home 2027 World Cup, I think we'll be fucking humming.
Yeah.
The thing that got me most excited about
So much pressure.
It's a lot of pressure, but I watched the press conference or like a little interview with him. It was on Channel 9. And he said the biggest thing that he found was when he came over to do the England tour last year, it was fucked. There was no media coverage.
Yeah.
He said it was just NRL, AFL.
Yeah.
Thinking back to when we were younger, 2003, when he was in charge, like all you would see anywhere was Wallabies. Yes, it was a World Cup year, but they had they poached Takiri, Sailor, Rogers.
Yeah.
He came out and said last night, he's like, I got my eyes on some big name NRL stars and I'm going all in for them.
Right.
So I reckon
Matt Burton.
they're all former Aussie schoolboy players in Union.
Yeah, right. Did he say that?
Yeah. They
Yeah,
all
right.
played Australian schoolboys. So
Interesting.
Angus Crichton, Suoliti, Ponga, Burton, all those sort of fellas. Like, he said his goal is to get back the people that we've lost to league.
Yeah.
Which I think is fucking sick. And he wants to get involved with grassroots again. Like, I believe when England toured last year, down in Sydney, England went to training camps and shit with school kids because Eddie took them along to go see the kids and get involved with the community.
Yeah, right that.
The Wallabies were at the Gold Coast the night before the game in a secret camp.
Yeah, right.
So he was like, let's get back out in the community and get people behind us. Which I think's fucking sick because rugby union, when it's played well, is a fucking fun game to watch.
Fuck yeah.
There's a lot of exciting
international game
shit.
is so much better than rugby league as well.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Like, just a better, stronger competition. Like, it's just, you can't argue that.
I don't think people give that enough credit. And it's like, if the nation could get behind, now this is nothing against soccer or anything like that, but if we can get behind the Socceroos at a World Cup like we did, I just feel like there's going to be so much more support for the Wallabies because it's like, it's not rugby league, but
especially
it's
if we go all right this time round and then the next one's a home one. Like,
I think regardless, the home one's going to be fucking sick.
Can you think of a better comeback than if Eddie Jones wins the 2027 World Cup in Australia?
No, I can't. I literally cannot. No. And I think we need to help build up to that.
Yep.
Now, I mentioned it ages ago.
Never really followed through with it though.
No. It's been mentioned on Hello Sport as well now. But we need to bring back Waltzing Matilda.
Yep.
And I really feel like, I don't know what test we're going to have up here this year, but I want to get tickets to it. And I want Frothies to get tickets to it. And I think that we just fucking get around it and start Waltzing Matilda.
Just start belting it out.
Because I looked into why it got stopped.
Yeah.
And it's stupid why. Because apparently it has no cultural meaning to us.
Yeah, right.
And that's an international rugby thing. Well, the IRB can go fuck themselves.
Have you ever sung it? Who said that? Have you ever sung? You know that feeling you get when you sing that song?
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
How can it have no cultural meaning?
I remember as a young fella going to games where Waltzing Matilda was sung and it was fucking unreal. Or even watching it on the TV, you just knew it was about to come. Yeah. So cool.
Almost like a harker of sorts. Gets you up and about.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe we should bring it in though, Josh, not just for tests. Like, let's get it going at kick-ons. Yeah, let's get it going when you're at the pub on the piss. Yeah. Get everyone singing.
Send us videos of you guys singing Waltzing Matilda and we'll repost them.
Oh, fucking oath
on the
story. Tag us in the story, yeah.
And if they're good enough, they will get their own individual post. But we want to see fucking Waltzing Matilda go. I don't know if there's school kids out there. Maybe get it going at school footy games. That'd be fucking unreal. And if you've got a rival school and you sort of know each other, like, I don't know, let's tee something up.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. Might try and do it at Jeeps. I don't know how well that'll go because most people will be too pissed by Prem grade, but that's okay.
That's fine.
But yeah, Eddie, welcome back. Dave, thanks, but don't let the door hit you on the way out sort of vibes. I've been seeing a lot of things about how, you know, we've had a Kiwi coach in charge for so long. It's sort of like a sleeper agent.
Yep.
I tend to agree.
Absolutely.
They obviously love their footy so much over there, and the All Blacks is the pinnacle. So of course, a Kiwi coach is not going to want to see the best out of the Wallabies.
Fucking oath.
But that's okay.
They'd be like you or I going and coaching New South Wales in Origin.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want them to
never win a game.
Fucking
and I'd be fucking proud. I would come out of that and I would go, yeah, we didn't win a game because Queensland is the best fucking state.
I'd be going, Dozer, mission accomplished. Get me into the caco. Sneak me in the back door. Sneak me in the back door.
Get a fucking parade for me. Boys, I know you perform well on the pitch, but it was my coaching that really brought it home because I offered absolutely nothing. Yeah, so shout out to Eddie Jones. Next thing, been watching a lot of Big Bash.
Yeah.
A lot more Big Bash than I've ever watched before. So it's fucking awesome. Yeah. Now, all the test stars are back, right? And in the games that I've watched recently, Matty Renshaw hit 90 to win a game, oh my God.
The finish.
The finish of the Brisbane Heat the other night to keep our finals hopes alive was absolutely fucked.
Matt Big Balls Renshaw.
Yeah, he has the biggest wooden hog in all of Southeast Queensland.
And we're not talking about his grey Nick either.
No, we're not. We're talking about his big dick.
Obviously.
So shout out to Matthew Renshaw. But he hits 95. Stephen hits 100 and something last night. Alex Carey comes out in the next innings. Strikers look like shit, but he still hit 50. All the test stars are just stepping up. Lifting a lot.
Yeah. You love to see that.
I love to see it, but I'm also a little bit upset because the Big Bash is, you know, like it's
not
good.
about that. Is that what you're saying?
No. Like the Big Bash is fucking sick, but we're robbed of seeing the test stars the whole time.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And it sort of takes a while. Like I understand they get other international people in, but I think it's fucking shit how people leave halfway through the season.
Yeah, chasing cash.
And then, it's like, oh, the test stars are back. It's like, yeah, but imagine if they had, say the Adelaide Strikers at the moment, they'd have Rashid Khan, Chris Lynn, Travis Head, and Alex Carey.
Yeah, unbelievable.
That's scary.
But as we covered off on the Monday podcast, like if you see us rock up in gold chains and necklaces, I'm talking about the Monday podcast.
Yeah.
That's when you'll know. If we're recording an episode from the paddock, like money talks, Josh.
Money does talk. That is true.
Not that we would know.
No, not that we know. But, oh, man, like it just... Brisbane Heat, for example.
Brisbane Heat, the team that loves to disappoint.
Josh Brown and Colin Munro opening with Usman Khawaja and then Marnus in.
Yeah.
Then Matt Renshaw.
Yeah.
That is a great
that could be the
top
Australian
five.
team, even though Colin Munro's in it.
Well, it could be. We'll give him some residency.
Yeah,
give him another 2 years. New Zealand probably won't pick him again. Colin only saying this because I want you.
I want you.
I just think we're getting robbed of something there.
Yeah.
And like,
it's not fair.
Steve Smith opening in T20s as well.
Yeah.
Fucking horny.
He's just a good cricketer, isn't he?
He is.
Long sleeve operator, as we spoke about last week.
Yeah. I felt really bad for whoever they played against last night, the Strikers, because obviously he's pissed off about his innings. Even though he scored a century in the Sydney Test, he's still pissed off that he only scored that and not more.
Yeah.
So he's just gone out and just let his frustration down on them.
Yeah.
Which I think's fucking sick.
What you mean, yeah. But, goes back to domestic cricket and just like, I'm going to teach these blokes a lesson.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you forget how good he is.
He's a fucking freak.
Yeah.
He is a freak. I think scoring a century in T20 is so impressive.
Unbelievable. It's only 120 balls in the whole game.
Which is
the whole game. Even if you bat from opening to close, you'd think that you'd only face half of them.
Yeah.
Which is 60.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Next thing. I saw a stat today.
Yeah.
Crazy. NFL playoffs are on.
Yeah.
It's been some wild games.
Yeah.
Mad comebacks.
Yeah.
This is finally the time where the age of the new age QB is coming in. For so long, it's been dominated by Brady, Rodgers, Matty Ryan, a whole bunch of older names. This time now, after the first week of playoffs, the remaining quarterbacks, the average age, I believe, is 25.5.
That's so sick.
With the oldest quarterback at 29.
That's so sick.
And he's probably the shittest out of all of them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's fucking sick. You see all these 23,
like
24, 25s. It's awesome because for so long, every quarterback that wins has been this like journey, or like they've just been around for ages.
Yeah, like one of the greats at the game.
Exactly, like a future Hall of Famer. But now we've got these 8 dudes coming in who are absolutely humming, and we don't know if they're going to make the Hall of Fame. Pat Mahomes will, but everyone else, it's like, fuck, we have legitimate throbbers coming
Like if
through.
they can continue this run, they're going to be like as good as Brady.
That's it.
Yeah,
like,
which is fucking exciting.
Which is fucking sick, dude. Like it's fucked to say as good as Brady. Like Brady obviously has his 6 rings.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone will get to that again.
Yeah.
But statistic wise, but I think at the moment as well, there's so many good quarterbacks.
Yeah,
and it's really sick to see. One of the craziest games on the weekend, I believe Trevor Lawrence had thrown 4 interceptions in the first half, and then he came back and won.
That's insane.
But he's a freak.
Yeah.
He's just come out of nowhere. First team in NFL history to go from finishing last the previous season to
making the playoffs.
Making the playoffs and winning a playoff game the next year.
Shit.
Which is fucking insane.
Can you imagine being that good at like imagine being Brady, like being that good at your chosen thing, like that much better than everyone else? Have you seen the stats around LeBron James at the moment?
No.
He scored his like 38,000th point in the NBA, and which makes him 2nd overall. And I can't remember who's first, but he's like going
probably Kareem.
Yeah, I think it is. He's gonna beat him. Like he's gonna get there. And there's some stat around like all these players like Kobe and MJ and stuff, blah blah.
Yeah.
In their last season, their average just like trails off in terms of points, rebounds, and assists.
Yeah.
Bronze has gone the other way.
That's fucked.
And I heard something today, and don't quote me, I can't remember it exactly, but someone from work told me, if you took away every free throw and 3-pointer that LeBron hit, he would still be 14th overall in points scored in the NBA history.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's a journeyman, man.
Imagine being that good at something.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you're that good at anything?
Oh, probably making McDonald's orders. I'll have my fair share of them.
Yeah. Consuming and making.
Yeah.
You've been on both sides,
Yeah,
haven't you?
definitely. I reckon post life I would have been up around 38,000 McDonald's orders.
Like once you pass.
Yeah, once I cease to be. Could be up around
Once I
38,000.
cease to be.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that number, like the number
Went
of
up
your
50.
McDonald's orders, yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. The number of your McDonald's orders has a correlation with when you cease to be.
Oh, fuck yeah. I think it does for everyone.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's an even more impressive stat if you're up there. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well,
Like maybe go hard early until you're like 30 and then really taper off, get fit.
yeah, once the
and then-
heart really starts
Yeah, and then
training.
once you get over the hump against 60, like just put in hard work from 60 onwards.
Yeah, I think so. Don't do that to yourselves, people. That's fucked.
It's fucked. And you're not going to beat Josh anyway, so
No,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, good luck beating me. But yeah, I just thought that was a pretty cool thing. It's finally in sport. There's always these period like
like the
tennis is
changing
going
of the
through it at the
guard.
moment. Like who's going to be the next, because Rafa and Djokovic and Roger have dominated for so long. It's like who's going to come through and do it. Finally seeing out the NFL. Speaking of Rafa,
Vamos.
as we started recording,
He went down.
He went down. Ruined my 20-leg multi,
Happens.
but that's okay. Oz Open's on,
Yeah.
which is fucking exciting.
Yeah.
I actually
Dude.
I don't ever watch tennis, but Oz Open I always seem
Dude,
to watch.
sport
It.
also does not stop.
No, it doesn't.
Like, you think cricket, test cricket finish,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, fuck, now we've got to wait like 5 weeks till footy starts. Big Bash on every day.
Yep.
Tennis. Racing's off its tits at the moment. Like,
Yep.
thoroughbred racing. It's just all happening.
It's ridiculous.
And obviously NBA, NFL. Like,
Sport is the lifeblood of the world.
yeah, of me.
Yeah,
It pumps through my
literally.
veins.
There's people out there that say they don't like sport, but tell me that sport is not somehow in your life.
Yeah.
You know,
You'd struggle to find someone.
you would, and
Yeah.
that's further
Even
proof
by
that
like
sport is why we
6
live.
degrees of separation. Like my girlfriend probably say I'm not interested in sports. Like, yeah, but I am. And you watch a lot of it because of that. So
Yeah, exactly.
deal with it.
Exactly. But yeah, I don't know. It always gets this time of year, and I'm like, I have no idea who these tennis players are.
Yeah,
But
absolutely. not.
there's always someone who he might be like the 100 and something ranked in the
Yeah,
world.
and just knocks off Rafa.
And knocks off Rafa, or they
Yeah.
just start progressively climbing and climbing,
Yeah.
and you just get behind them, and it's fucking sick.
Also, sorry, you continue. I've got something about the AO.
Yeah,
The
right.
sidetrack at the end.
I was gonna say, sucks that Rafa's out, number 1 seed, number 1 in the world, I believe, still, and carrying an injury,
Yeah.
and he played through that injury
Such a
because
tough competitor.
he needs to. Well, he. 1, tough competitor, but 2, he knows people are coming to watch him, and he doesn't want to
fucking oath.
disappoint.
Fucking oath.
And look, I'm a big King fan. I like the way that
Curious.
King
Yeah.
carries himself, even though people don't really like it. I just think it's a breath of fresh air in tennis to see someone be such a prick. But pretty disappointing to see him have to pull out. But it was also pretty fucked to see the photo he posted
Yeah,
of
of
what
the
was
shit
inside
that
his.
got drained out of his knee.
People were like paying him out and being
Yeah.
like, "You're fucking weak," and then he shows that, and it's not a small amount of shit
Nah.
coming out of his knee.
It's fucking
Like,
disgusting. I
that's
saw
proper
it and I was like,
cooked,
I
man.
wish he'd not posted that.
Yeah, but like it sucks that he has to post that to
I know,
justify why.
yeah.
But I understand why, because everyone's like ripping.
He's
into
easy
it.
to hate.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I love him as well, but he's easy.
Yeah.
You can see why people wouldn't like him.
Yeah, exactly. But what were you going to say about
I was gonna
this?
say, like, I feel like tennis is a bit of like a, I don't know if regal's the right word, like a, posh sport.
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah.
And obviously there's been a bit of rain happening, but
Yeah.
like I feel like at the level that the Australian Open is,
Yeah.
there's got to be a better solution to a wet court than the ball boys and ball girls on their hands and knees with towels fucking
I have
drying the
not
court.
seen
Dude,
that.
there's like 20 ball boys and ball girls on the
That's
court drying it
ridiculous.
with towels.
Dude, get some fans out or something.
God, get a big squeegee or,
Or
some
a
shit like
blower.
that. Yeah, I don't know,
Get
man.
a fucking hit up Milwaukee and get a big blower.
Get the boundary rope and just
Yeah.
like, it just blows my mind
That's
that is the
ridiculous.
solution. I know they've got to have a dry court, but like,
Yeah.
there's fucking like 10-year-old, maybe they're a bit older than 10, 15-year-old kids on their hands and knees with a towel.
And you know what, they're
wiping
probably
the
loving
court.
it, which is
oh,
fucked.
fucking oath they'd be loving it.
Yeah,
but
it's
still, like,
ridiculous.
slave labour almost.
Yeah, it is slave labour, but that's what a lot of countries were built on, unfortunately. So we're going back to our roots.
Yeah.
All right. Another thing that I want to bring up before we get to a call is obviously it's coming into football season.
Yep.
A lot of big seasons for people coming up.
Yep.
None so much bigger than the Friday Night Premier Grade 6th grade GPS team.
Obviously.
But we're in need of a 10. We need a fly
10?
half.
Is this a petition?
Yeah,
Not a
this
petition.
is a petition.
Is petition the right word?
Yeah.
I feel like you sign a petition.
Yeah.
This
is not a petition. This is more of a call out.
A search.
A search of such. If you want to put in, we then get your resume in.
Yeah.
Video would be pretty sick if you got some highlights of yourself.
Also, not just highlights on the field, like obviously highlights on the field.
Yeah, but highlights off the field definitely more so than highlights on the field.
Yeah.
We need some football ability or else I probably will abuse you.
Yeah.
Not that I have much, but
that's
if it's less
second
than mine,
that's second to off the field.
If you can offer the best off field and you're a 10.
And you can catch and pass, basically.
Yeah, we need to talk. So I need written why you think, videos, all that sort of shit. Send them to my personal, or you can send it to BBB. Our thing's fucking flooded at the moment, so it's most likely you'll be found on my personal Instagram. But yeah, we really need a 10.
If you tag us in your story, it's much easier to see as well, rather than just DM us. But yeah,
because our 10 from last year decided to be a dog cunt and go to Brothers. So don't let the door hit you on the way out, Brendan. And
bye.
Yeah, bye driver.
I hope you win the premiership again. And
it'd be so good.
Why would you leave after winning the premiership?
Well, because he's going to coach third grade.
Right. Yeah.
Leaving to go and coach third grade at the rival club.
Disgusting.
Honestly.
Does that almost make you want to play third grade so you can beat them?
Yeah, I've got to get picked there first.
True. Yes.
Third grade.
Easy. Third grade's
that means I've got to go to training. I've got to get back in. Yeah.
I want it, but I don't want it that bad.
And there's also a lot of great players in lower grades at Jeeps. But yeah, respectfully, go fuck yourself, Brendan. So he's gone, and then our backup 10 who won us the premiership, Seb, he's moved to Toowoomba, unfortunately. So we're in search for a 10. We don't know if we've got it within our ranks, but definitely looking for
a 10.
A 10. So
wonder what Drew Mitchell's up to.
I've already hit him up to see if he wants to play some games. So Drew, when you're up in Brisbane, we can talk.
Throw a jersey on, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And Jimmy Galvin, you come up as well. I don't know what you offer on the footy field, but I know what you offer off. He is the off-field specialist. And we could do a lot of alien talking, so that'd be a lot of fun. But, yeah.
Do you want to finish with this call?
Yeah, sounds good, mate.
We had a call come in for the Wednesday pod, but it sort of had a bit of a sports background, so I thought we may as well play it on here. So let's have a listen.
Yeah, g'day, fellas. Just a humble New Zealander here calling from the land of the long white crowd, first-time caller. Got a quick question for you. Is there any particular Australian sportsman who's, great at what they do, absolute class act, but you just fucking hate, like you just can't get behind them for whatever reason? Like, New Zealand example, Tim Southey. Can't fucking stand him. Like, I think he's got the most wickets for New Zealand now. Just can't fucking like the guy. Can't get behind him. So, yeah, I'd love to hear thoughts of a particular Australian that you just fucking... Even as, a proud Aussie, you just fucking can't get behind.
It's a real tough one, man, because obviously you want to get behind someone who's fucking performing well for you, but also, and everyone else seems to like him as well, but it's really fucking difficult when you don't like someone who's doing so well. One person who, after the Safa tour with the cricket...
Yeah.
Davey Warner was always sort of on my radar. I like that he's a competitor. I like his competitiveness, but I don't like that he can't cop chat when he dishes out the most chat.
Yeah, he blows up.
He blows up so much, and it really gets to his head. I don't like that. I just don't like people who can't cop chat when they dish it out. He has been slightly rising in my books of recent times because he's not as bad, I think, because otherwise they'd kick him out of the team.
Yeah.
But... I thought straight to rugby union and shit.
Yeah. See, I'm taking the easy way out because in rugby league, I don't know about you, but I have a hatred for every New South Wales player ever. And then some of them play for Australia. So it's
I was writing down a list, dude, and I was like Luai, Reynolds.
I love Reynolds. Yeah.
Not Adam.
Oh,
Josh Reynolds. I was like, Josh Reynolds, Jared Hayne. I was like, oh, they're all New South Welshmen. I was like, fuck all of them.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
And then they put the Australian jersey on. We're like, fucking get up there,
Yeah,
boys. Go
legend.
hard. Yeah.
I'm a fan of Puppy because I can't hate a Melbourne man.
Yeah.
But I can't get around New South Welshmen.
No.
I used to
Gutho?
I used to really like Liam Martin.
Yeah.
Then he got
This
picked
is
for New
cheating,
South
though,
Wales. Yeah, no, it is, but it's not at the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
time.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I really struggle to get behind them because of like my fucking hatred for
Yeah.
the New South Wales Origin team. Even like some of the Waratahs and shit, dude. Big one for me was, no disrespect as well, but Bernard Foley could never
Yeah.
get around that cunt.
He was a Queenslander too, wasn't he? Or did he
I
just
don't
play
know.
for the Reds?
No, he played for the Waratahs, bro. He called himself the Ice
Oh,
Man.
I was thinking of Berwick Barnes.
No,
Yeah.
we love Berwick Barnes. But yeah, I could never get around him. And
Calling yourself the Iceman's not great.
calling himself the Iceman's fucked.
But he probably didn't call
considering-
himself that.
But he referred to himself as the Iceman because
Yeah,
I've spoken
right.
about it on the podcast before. I've had some mates that had an altercation with him in Sydney
Yeah.
because they wouldn't buy a drink for him because
Yeah,
he was
right.
the Iceman.
Get him a glass of ice.
It's like, yeah,
Yeah, big
fuck
fella.
off. The amount of games that he's lost because of his kicking at the end.
Yeah.
It's not very ice-like.
No.
Well, it is. You melted away when you were most needed
Under the furnace.
in the heat of the battle.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Otherwise, can't really think of anyone else.
No. I love most of them. So.
Yeah. Actually, there's some cricketers going around that are just like, I don't know why I don't like them,
Just one of those things.
but it's just one of those things. There's someone the other night, I think it might have been Jason Behrendorff.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best dudes. He's probably a really nice guy.
Great cricketer too.
Great cricketer
But it's
as
the same
well.
thing. It's because he doesn't play for Queensland. You're like, fuck that
Dude, but
guy.
it's just like, I was watching him bowl and I was like, fucking hell. I was like, how can't? I was like, how do I get behind you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just, fuck. But then it's
If you
like,
play for the Heat, you would.
yeah, exactly. If he played for the Heat, it'd be fine. But then, like, another one that it was just his action that was weird to me. And then he just sort of, I don't know, a bit of weirdness about him. But then I was like, how can I hate someone for their action or having a weird action when Paddy Dooley, who I'm
Yeah.
a big fan of,
Has the weirdest
has
action
the
of all.
weirdest action.
Frog
He's
in a
windmill.
blender.
Yeah, frog in a blender, windmill,
Yeah.
3-4 goal.
What?
Oh,
Free
if you know, you
fall.
know.
Oh my God.
That was a dark time in the internet's history.
Very.
Yeah, but Paddy Dooley.
We love you, bud.
Yeah. Anyway, I think
I think we're done.
I think that's us.
See you next week. See you Monday.
Fucking nice. Yeah, see you Monday,
Oh, if
guys.
you're still listening,
Oh, yeah.
Gabs, Hottest 100.
Fuck, that closes Friday.
Closes
hey?
Friday.
Closes
Get your bloody
tomorrow.
votes in. Yep.
And you're listening to this?
Yep. Get your bloody votes in.
Yeah. We need everyone to just vote as much as you can.
Yeah, we'd really appreciate
It'd
it.
be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Have a lovely evening.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.